You make money every 2 weeks. You spend money every day. And somehow, no matter how much you earn, your account runs low right before the next paycheck arrives. You are not bad with money. You are stuck in a repeating loop. The paycheck-to-paycheck trap has a specific structure, which means we can apply a structural fix. Today, we are going through the 5 steps designed to snap this cycle in half. Keep in mind, this is strictly educational content, and individual results will vary, so this is not financial advice. Success here means swapping your reliance on willpower for a fixed system, shifting the focus from surviving the month to building a foundation for growth. Living paycheck to paycheck usually comes down to 3 things: operating with zero buffer, expanding your lifestyle to match your income, and relying on willpower instead of automation. Step 1 directly attacks that first problem. You need to build a $1,000 buffer in your primary checking account. This graph shows what happens without a buffer. Any small, unexpected expense immediately drops your balance, crashing to zero or pushing you onto a credit card. This buffer is not an emergency fund. Those are kept separate. This is a strict checking account floor. Having this floor in place means your account never actually hits zero. A minor car repair or a medical copay simply bounces off this safety net without triggering an overdraft. Set your floor at exactly $1,000. Once it is built, it stays there. To fund this, pick one expense to cut for 90 days and let the savings accumulate. Alternatively, route any windfalls like a tax refund, a bonus, or birthday money directly into your checking account until you hit that target. By maintaining this strict floor, it means you never have to start a pay period in recovery mode ever again. Now that we have a floor, we move to step 2. Calculate your fixed costs exactly. Sit down and tally every single predictable, scheduled expense that hits your account: rent, car payments, minimum debt payments, and your average utility bills. Most people only have a vague idea of what they spend. Finding this exact aggregate number reveals precisely how much money is genuinely available for everything else. That clarity sets up step 3. Automate the habit of paying yourself first. Look at this typical flowchart. The traditional method leaves savings to whatever remains at the bottom at the end of the month. If you wait to see what is left over, spending will always find the money first. We fix this by reversing the flow. Set up a recurring transfer for the day immediately following payday. The system immediately reroutes a set amount into savings before you buy groceries or pay a single bill. Automation entirely bypasses willpower. You cannot spend what you never saw in your available balance. Step 4 is where we audit your past behavior. Pull up the last 30 days of transactions to find and cut the bleeding. You are hunting for 3 specific drains. First, forgotten subscriptions. Second, invisible convenience spending, like delivery fees and last-minute impulse buys. And third, recurring charges that have quietly crept up over the last year. Aggressively target and eliminate the charges that provide no active value in your day-to-day life. Cancel the streaming services you ignore, and delete the delivery apps. Step 5 is the actual mechanism for change. Create a small, permanent income gap. We define your gap by comparing your total monthly income directly to your total monthly spending. If you earn $3,000 a month and you cut your total spending down to $2,700, that remaining $300 is the gap. This isolated space between what you make and what you spend is your primary vehicle for building future wealth. The initial size of this space is not what matters. Consistency is what matters. Routing $25 a week into this gap adds up to $1,300 a year. When your income consistently stays above your spending, you are no longer reacting to your money. You are directing it. With these 5 steps in place, the structural fix is active. You stop treating payday as a permission slip to spend. Instead, the account filling up becomes the trigger for savings to leave the account first. That single structural change moves you completely out of financial survival mode and into controlled financial growth. If this helped you find your footing, subscribe for more practical money moves. And if you want to know exactly where to direct your new gap, click the video on screen to build out your emergency fund. That is your very first destination.